kid growing up, I really enjoyed lots and lots of sports and basically just tried anything that came across my path, and athletics was one of them. Just like any other sport I was doing at the time, I just enjoyed it, gave it a go. And my dad did quite a bit of high jumping when he was younger, and so he started coaching me in high jump, and I loved high jump. So I started competing in high jump, and that's how I was exposed to pole vault. And I saw these kids doing pole vault. I was like, well, that looks even better, like I want to try that one now as well. So I gave pole vault a go. I was lucky to be living near a place where I could just go off and start training, which is not that common in New Zealand, so that was kind of lucky. I was good very quickly, and so it was just a very clear, obvious trajectory almost for me to follow, and so quite quickly was the only sport I was doing. And yeah, I just found myself becoming a professional athlete, which was not at all kind of my intention or what I thought would happen. I just enjoyed it. I was just doing it because I loved it. And I was quite young when I went to both actually Rio and the Commonwealth Games. So to be hitting podiums at a young age in the sport was so exciting. And I didn't know obviously that I was going to then spend a few years in injury, but at the time it was just this amazing feeling that I get to do this. This is my job. I get to represent my country, win medals. Like, it's just a very, very special thing, a very privileged thing to get to do. After about 2018, I think it was, I started to really struggle with Achilles tendinitises and so hamstring tendinitises, and that would really just, you know, if you can't use your hamstrings and your Achilles, you can't run and you can't pole vault. Unfortunately, that centred around the Tokyo Olympics, and I tried incredibly hard to get to the games, but I was just not healthy enough. I was not in a position to be able to compete, which was, you know, pretty distressing at the time. You know, I had these plans and I thought of myself as an athlete going to the Olympics, and when your identity is kind of taken away, it's quite a hard thing. So it's taken a lot of psychological, mental skills work to move on from that, as well as obviously having to become healthier again. And I'm very pleased to say that the last couple of years have been fantastic. We've finally clicked on to what was going wrong, how we can improve things. Although I still occasionally can have troubles with my Achilles, it's incredibly manageable, which means that I can compete, I can train. But yeah, it's going incredibly well now, so I'm very pleased that I stuck with it and you know, tried to really make the effort to get back into it, because it would have been a shame to walk away in such a down period like that. I'm here in Loughborough training ahead of the Paris Olympics essentially. My coach Scott Simpson's based here, so it makes a lot of sense for me to be here and making use of the amazing facilities and the chance to be training in person with him in a very important year. You know, I kind of just want to, in a global sense, just do myself justice, go out there, jump well, feel like I gave it everything I could, gave it 100% of whatever I could bring that day. You know, if I tick all of those boxes, you kind of can't be disappointed because you gave your best effort. And so that's the thing that I'm most concerned about. You know, there's so much that has to happen, has to come together for one day, so much out of your control that all I'm worried about is controlling my health, my fitness, my mental state, everything, so that I can at least bring my best self when I get there.